Yo, what's the word? What's moving? It's Fly City's favorite son, the people's rapper John Connor, Blue City Club, you know, all varsity music song, and you checking out musicsmylife.com. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Dre shouting out John Connor.
Hey, what's up? This is yours truly, Mike Posner, and you're listening to John Connor.
What up, what up? This is Asher Roth, and whenever I'm through Flint, you know I gotta check out my man John Connor.
What's happening? It's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse, and you listening to John Connor.
Hey, what's happening, Phil? This is T.I.P., man, the king himself. Letting everybody know, man, right now, man, you checking out John Connor.
Yo, this your man Nas. Fucking with my nigga, John Connor, straight out of Flint Town.
Game in the building, man, with his boy Vinny Chase. John Connor, Vinny Chase. The whole fucking Michigan stand the fuck up. Everybody, niggas in wheelchairs and all that shit. John Connor and this motherfucker.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Damon Campbell, founder of musicsmylife.com, and if you're tuning in right now, chances are you're on Music's My Life or another website who I definitely appreciate for posting this, so shout out to them. Today I'm here in Fly City, Flint, Michigan, with the People's Rapper. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's going on, world? It's the people's rapper, John Connor, Fly City's favorite son. Y'all know what it is.
What sorts of things did you experience growing up in Civic Hood on the north side of Flint, attending Flint Powers, and how have you been able to overcome adversity coming from an environment filled really with such hopelessness?
You know, it's crazy. You know, people read about, you know, all of the stuff that goes on in my city, the crime and the poverty and all of that type of stuff. And I was a witness to all of that, you know, but the thing is, I'm never one to glorify that, you know, being as how I did see it and grow up around it. You know, it's nothing cool about that. It's nothing cool about, you know, struggling, scratching to survive. Ain't nothing cool about friends that you grew up with dying at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't possibly glorify that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, you know, how it helped me just to overcome stuff is because, you know, I always just seen myself having a better life, and I never wanted to become a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? It was like, in my city in Flint, you can either let it beat you or you can either let it motivate you, you know, by waking up and seeing certain stuff every day. You could take that and let it drive you, and it could put that dog mentality in you, like, nah, you know, I got to get up out of this. It got to be a better way, because we grow up struggling. So it's like, you know, it just put that hustle, grind mentality in you that I got to get up, get out, and do better. And that's what it did for me. You know, I just knew that I didn't want to, you know, live a certain type of way. And so just that type of stuff drove me to just do better.
I understand that you used to buy all your CDs from a place called Nick's before they shut down.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick, man.
And they were selling all their CDs for like $25 a piece.
It was real, true story. Yeah.
As an artist coming from that type of background, how have you been able to adapt to the ways that music is more commonly distributed nowadays?
You know what? You know, everybody kind of, it got to a point where, you know, you kind of had to adapt. You know, I'm an old school dude. I was figuring like you could sell CDs out the trunk of the whip forever, you know, but, you know, times has changed, and, you know, technology has made it to where you have to kind of conform to the times. So it's like, you know, I'm out here like everybody else, just using the internet to my advantage, you know what I mean, and using iTunes and YouTube and all of those type of things, and just getting my viral marketing down packed. And, you know, like I say, you would be a fool not to conform to the way things is going. It's just, you know, the way technology is, it's going to keep progressing at an advanced rate, and you ain't going to be able to stop that. So, you know, I'm falling in line behind the people that really pretty much set the tone on how the internet grind work, you know.
Yep.
You know, so I'm just a student of the game in all ways. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there's other artists, you know, coming up that have showed me the way, you know what I'm saying, of how to use this internet for my advantage. So it was a tough transition, but, you know, everybody got to make it, man.
Everybody, yep.
Yeah.
You recently drove somewhere in the ballpark of 30 hours from Flint to Austin for the South by Southwest Festival. Which you actually pointed out that a lot of people might think that, what is this guy doing? Like, crazy for that. But that right there already means that you have him beat, which I think is an awesome way of looking at it.
Thank you.
What types of things, what did you get to experience down there that really made the trip worthwhile?
I had said to somebody, like, really is no one thing that I could think of, the whole experience. But if I could think of one thing that just was amazing, there was a band. There was a drum line, doing a procession down the streets of Austin for South by Southwest. And it was so cool because I went to the drum major and I was like, yo, do you mind if we like walk with y'all? You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And walk down the street with y'all. And so you had like 30 people in John Connor shirts, and you got this band behind you, and wherever the band is going, we gaining more people. So it looked like a John Connor parade, you know what I'm saying, going down the streets of Austin. And that was just crazy. And it was like every day we was down there, it was just something else. Just every day that we thought that you couldn't top the last day, it was something else crazy that happened. So just the whole experience of being in Texas. And honestly, if I could say, man, like I wish everybody in like Flint and everybody in like smaller cities could see events like South by Southwest, because a lot of times when you're from a small city, like people think that they can't think outside of a box. They think that the world revolves around their small city, when really that's not true. It's a big world out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a bigger audience out there that you need to think about when you're doing stuff. And just going down there and being around so much positivity, all of the dopest new artists and experienced artists in the game was down there for that festival. So just that festival, just as much as Flint sometimes for me was negative reinforcement, sometimes I say events like South by Southwest is positive reinforcement. Like, this is why I'm doing this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Keep keeping it true, baby. We gonna take it to the top. Yeah. Man, give it up for this nigga Mo Cleves one time, man. But y'all niggas be saying Flint niggas ain't got no lyrics, and I'm here to tell motherfuckers that's bullshit. They go like this, follow me. Tell me who cut in the check. I get a hit like I cut off the neck. Kill every track. I'm spitting crack like I got the connect. Come through my set, homie, I hope you got God in the vest. Niggas been body for less. Far as this track, I'm from the murder capital. It's only right that I put it to rest. I'm in the zone, hungry, I bite through the bone. Cannibal, tasting cologne. Out of my mind, cause it's gone. Nigga, you knock on the door, but ain't nobody home. I'm calling shots like shots, but pick up the phone. Niggas pissed off, they getting pissed off. I'm like a pistol. Rappers need console, and they hearing me spit on these songs. You can't, I spit on the throne. Taking them down, taking the crown. I'm from the city where niggas don't bust. You better duck, you taking a bow. Fuck the world, let me back in the child. Niggas who blind, look at me now. I'm in the town. Niggas be moving that van to work, they buying a file. Niggas in sex, and it's infested. This is dissection, way in a second. You see it tested. Not just in your labels, investments. Thanks for the breakfast. Niggas is sweet, so I decapitate. The niggas that had to hate. Niggas is sweet like a bag of grapes. Watch them evaporate. Motherfucker.
I'm really excited to see you perform tonight, because I've heard, especially from what I've read from Mateen, that it's always as if you're performing at the Palace or the Grammys, regardless of how many people actually are there. So where do you go mentally when you perform?
That goes way back to first of all, I'm real big on visualization. I think that if you see it in your mind, you're gonna see it. It's gonna manifest in reality. You know what I mean? And it goes back to even as a kid, man. When I first started taking performing seriously, I would be in my basement, and Link, who is still a part of the crew, my cousin Cass Swift, when we were younger, we would always imagine that we was at the Palace, you know what I'm saying? Or we would imagine, I'd tell them, I'm like, yo, pick a city, you know what I'm saying? And then we would go hard in my basement in front of nobody, you know what I'm saying? As if we was at Madison Square Garden. So just growing up, like, you know what I'm saying? I rehearsed, I practiced, and I kept that since when I was young, to just always think of it as if you performing in front of thousands of people, so that when you get in front of hundreds of people, that's easy, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get in front of thousands of people, you will still feel at home, because you've always practiced and conditioned your mind to performing in front of thousands. So when I get on stage, I'm somewhere else, because performing is a release for me. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like, that's where I feel more at home on stage than anywhere else.
Really?
You know, so when I'm on stage, I'm in that whole other world. I'm envisioning, you know, I'm in that world of just envisioning thousands of people, man. Seriously, man.
Now, here with me, I actually have, if I can get it out, your latest mixtape. I can get a close up of that.
I see you.
John Connor as Vinny Chase, season 1.
Yes.
You actually handed this to me at All City Kicks in Grand Rapids a couple months back.
Where you was at with Willie the Kid?
Yep.
That's what. Shouts to Willie the Kid.
Shout out
man.
Willie the Kid. What types of doors has this mixtape opened up for you? And being the entertainment and movie buff that you not only claim to be, but clearly are, how do you plan to make sure that the sequel lives up to the hype?
Because I do hate when people make bad sequels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I do hate that. So what I'm going to do, you know, first of all, shout out to everybody who got John Connor as Vinny Chase season 1 and helped me. You know, we still got a long road to go. You know what I'm saying? To all of the people that support me. But to get to this point that I'm at right now is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But, man, the first part of the question, what doors did it open? Man, it was like I've been rapping. Like I say, I've been entertaining and wanting to be an entertainer my whole life. Been rapping seriously since I was 10 years old, producing since I was 12, 13 years old. And it's like I got plugs real quick. Go to JohnConnorOnline.com.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Get the Calling Part 1, the Calling Part 2, and Everybody Hates Connor, because that was out there before those two. But John Connor as Vinny Chase, man. It just it took everything to like the next level, you know, as far as the blogs messing with me and people in the game messing with me and taking notice and all of that. And it was like everything before that was, you know, the precursor to the success that I would have to that. I think that all of those projects that I came out with before Vinny Chase, it was like, you know, kindergarten, then, you know, elementary school, then high school and college, you know what I'm saying? I think all of those were those lower levels of learning. And then by the time we got to that's me graduating from high school, okay. You know what I'm saying? Coming in the game. And I just think far as conceptually, lyricism, just my mentality on life and the game and all of that, I think that Vinny Chase did what it was supposed to do because I'm in the right state of mind, and everything just kind of came together by the time Vinny Chase came out. I think those joints that I came out with before, I don't know if I might have been ready lyrically, but I don't know that just far as just my thought process and as far as like the game go, you know, just on how to do things and how to move and shake and all of that. But as far as this, everything was right timing, right music, right material. It just Vinny Chase was that one. You know what I'm saying? That was the one that really got people's attention and opened up those doors for me, man.
Now we know obviously that music is your career. You're a third generation musician, so would it also be fair to say that music is your life? My life.
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna tell you why you were saying it when you said the word career. I was gonna actually cut you off and say life, but I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them finish. I'm gonna see where this statement going. But yeah, man, my life, man. You know, that's not an understatement or like that is the epitome of what it is. It is my life. It's my existence, you know, since as far back as I can remember. And I always tell this story, you know, I've always wanted to be an entertainer, always grew up around music. And my mom would tell anybody, like, my first words was Bob Barker. It wasn't Mom, Daddy, it was Bob Barker. It was, you know what I'm saying? That was since I could speak, I've wanted to be on TV and be an entertainer and speak to people. And more than anything, that's true story, man. That's true story. But you know, more than anything, I just always wanted, I think by me being young and saying Bob Barker, I think in my young infant mind, you know what I'm saying? I think what that meant is that I want to be on there one day. I want to speak to people. I want to entertain people. Hi, y'all. I want to entertain people. And so to say, you know, music, it definitely is. Music and entertainment, you know, growing up with my father being a musician, I used to go to rehearsal with him, you know, as a kid, and just watch, you know, him and his band do their thing, and I'll be playing the air guitar and, you know what I'm saying, all of that, because my father played the guitar. And, you know, man, you know, it's crazy. I use music to music. Oh my goodness. Like, it's so crazy when we get to talking about music, how deep it is with me. Like, I can go back to certain points of my life based on what song was playing at the time. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell somebody what was happening when this came out, and oh man, just certain events in time. Like, music defines all of that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even, you know, when people, you know, start seeing these interviews, and I always talk about how I'm in the WWE, I'm influenced by like music from everywhere. The entrance songs from WWE wrestlers, movie scores from the movies that I watch. When a jingle is on a commercial, like, I'll be like, man, that part is hot. You know what I'm saying? I like them chords or something. The ice cream truck was an influence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything musical, like, hit me hard. Like, it's not no form of music that I don't listen to. It trips people out that I was a big No Limit fan, but at the same time I listen to Dave Matthews Band. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm getting amped for shows, I'm listening to Crash by Dave Matthews. You know what I'm saying? Or Gray Street. Me and the whole crew. I didn't turn my whole crew out to Dave Matthews Band. Before we go on stage, I'm bumping Gray Street. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy, but not to, you know, I could get long-winded when it comes to music. Music is my first love. I always tell people that music is my first love. Hip-hop is my mistress. Please don't shoot me for saying that, hip-hop fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love hip-hop, but that's a form of music. Overall, as a whole, music is my heart. You know what I'm saying? And hip-hop happens to be a genre of music that I can do good. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah. Focusing on the topic of hip hop, and more specifically Michigan hip hop, how are you able to incorporate the lyricism and versatility into your music that Michigan hip hop is so well known for?
Man, that's just something. You know, I think we Michigan MCs are some of the coldest when it come down to cadences and just lyrically just playing with words, manipulating words. We got some of the illest ever, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely was influenced by Eminem, by Esham, by Royce the 5'9", you know, just listening to how they get down. Of course, the pioneers of Flint, you know what I'm saying, MC Breed, the Dayton family, the first rap record I ever remember knowing all of the words to was MC Breeze, Ain't No Future in Your Frontin', which you could play that record right now and everybody in Flint is gonna lose their mind, because, you know, that was our one, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just I guess I could say I got so much respect for the culture of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? That I always try to just push myself as far as what I can contribute to the craft and to the genre. Like, if, you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's the dopest part about creating music and about hip hop, to play with these words and make them metaphorically mean different things. Can I curse on this show?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But it's a line on the we just put out a freestyle the other day. It's called I See You Looking Over the Nas Made You Look joint.
It's crazy.
Appreciate it, man. It's a line where I say, let me see. I'm going to that place, yo.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like, I say, melt you if you the Tin Man, kill every track, I got the heart of a hitman. So now you got, you know what I'm saying, you melting the Tin Man, then the Tin Man didn't have heart in Wizard of Oz, then you got Bret the Hitman heart, as in the wrestler, having the heart of a hitman, and it's like, that to me is what's dope about hip hop. Not to be blowing my own horn, but that, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to come with an example of, to me, wordplay and lyricism, like, that's what make this shit fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes it intriguing to the ear, that ear candy of, did he just say, hold on?
And it can take somebody, you know, 5 or 6 listens to even catch these certain things. So
yeah.
And that's what kind of helps it last so long, you know?
Yeah. Wait, y'all caught me slipping. The first part of that, because I fucking forgot. It was I spit it till your skin tan, melt you if you the Tin Man, then I kill every joint. I got the heart of a hitman. So it was the whole melt, Tin Man, skin tan, and it was all of that. But you know what I'm saying? But that, yeah, as far as lyricism, I always make sure I push myself. I don't ever want to cheat the listener. I don't never want to cheat the people. And, you know, I try to give my all with just being creative, and hopefully I can inspire some, you know, little kid in Flint or somewhere else to be like, damn, you know, that's dope, or I want to do that. Or because I was inspired by, like I say, all of the Flint artists with, like I said, Eminem to me is one of the illest with that. You know what I'm saying? Like just taking a word and making a phrase mean more than what you heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I've always admired that. And not just like Michigan artists. I think we have some of the best. You know what I'm saying? But as far as cats, it don't matter where you from. You know, from down south, East Coast, West Coast. I just always appreciated people that made my eyebrows go down like this and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man. And
that's actually like the other day when I or not the other day, I suppose a couple of weeks ago maybe, your hustling is always an option. That's as soon as, right, when I heard that, it was just jaw dropping. I was like,
"Thank you."
And that's why I said that on Twitter, because you slayed it, man. So
appreciate that. Yep, over the hustle hard joint. Appreciate that, man.
I don't have $1 million on me, so I'm not gonna ask you the $1 million question.
Got $1 million on you right now. You got it on you right now. I'm gonna put it like this, y'all. Stay tuned.
However, I do have a lighter with me. So I will ask you the burning question.
Wow, the burning. I like that. That's impressive, man.
Are you currently in negotiation with Shady Records?
You know what? The way I answer that is it being from Michigan, and because I read somewhere that it was like, you know, M is a fan of the music and he heard my shit and he liked what I'm doing. And just being from Michigan and having so much respect for M, you know what I'm saying, and the whole Shady Records, you know what I'm saying, that would be a blessing if that does come to pass. So, you know what I mean? That would be super cool. You know what I'm saying? That would be. That'd be a match made in heaven. Yeah.
John Connor, definitely appreciate your time.
Yo, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Absolutely, man.
You know, and I'm going to shoot back at you real quick.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
And thank y'all for coming from Grand Rapids. You know what I'm saying? They come, you know, chill with me and you know, do this interview. I appreciate it. And big shout out to the whole Grand Rapids. And my last thing that I'm going to say back is, I can't do this without the support of the people, you know what I'm saying, and blogs and journalists and all of y'all represent the people, man, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel blessed and thankful and a lucky dude that I get to live my dream, you know what I'm saying, like, this is all I ever wanted to do, so I thank y'all and I thank the people for being receptive and digging what I do, you know what I'm saying, the only way that I can repay y'all is by making more good music and quality music, so y'all stay tuned, because all varsity music, Blue City Club, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep coming for 2011 to 3011, dog, so y'all know what it is. That's just me, the people's rapper, John Connor, man, just thanking the people. I really do appreciate it, man.
Best of luck with everything in the future. I personally want to shout out Young Sav, and
Savvy Davis. What up, baby? Mo Cleasy.
And Mateen Cleaves.
Yeah.
For his humble abode.
No doubt. We shouting out Lil Mo Cleaves, too.
Lil Junior.
Yeah.
And
Easy.
There's really just one more thing that I want to say, and hopefully you'll be able to finish it off for me.
What's up, man? Blue City Club, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure, man.
California, NYC, points around the map, nigga. All these flashing lights now as I strobe across that globe. Just right soul across your soul. Spit that shit that make them say oh, and keep my daughter off of that pole. Look, I'll show you how to kill it, beat the industry. My enemy, I kill it with these hits and they confuse it with my fists. I got them feeling like it's enemy who ain't feeling me how. Just fuck niggas up, I bet you feeling me now. No cure, yeah, the boy sick. Game in my hand like a joystick. Hoes getting wet on that hoist shit. Stay on my job, you collect unemployment. Sprinting on these tracks for my own enjoyment. What it do? On your top 10, I'm 1 and 2. Bless these tracks like you sitting in pews. Make hits in this bitch till your shit turn black in Michigan blue.